Good morning, good evening, and good night to whenever this video finds you. It is your girl, Just Jazz, and honestly, I wanted to ignore this whole Cam Newton, Dr. Brian, Nick Cannon, Jasmine Brown situation. I really did. I really did because I love Watch Jazzy is what I call her because that's what her name used to be on TikTok, I think. And I love her. I thought she was ridiculously hilarious. And before I was able to step into my own light, I was like, that's pretty cool. I hope one day I can find that for myself where I am comfortable on camera and not still telling myself one day you'll get there. So I like her. And I'm sad for her that she's being dragged through TikTok and social media in general for being Cam Newton's third kid's mom and thinking that she was different, only to find out maybe via this interview that, baby, he see you the same. He see you the same because he's saying, I'm still looking for a wife. Looking. She's right here. Right here. She just had his baby. A couple months ago. 3 months at best. Maybe not 5 at best. Because for me to birth your baby and you to be telling somebody on the internet, I'm still looking and I want all these more kids and I know I'm not having them. So you plan to leave me and my baby and go have more babies and marry somebody different? That's wild. That's wild. And I wonder if she knew this was coming for her. Like, did she understand that that's how you felt, or is this a shock to her? I really want to know. I'm thinking that it wasn't a shock. I'm thinking it wasn't even a secret. And I'm also thinking that clearly she and him she meaning Jazzy and Cam have not dealt with emotional traumas from their own past to come up with this relationship. That's the only way I can think of it. As Dr. Cheyenne Bryant talked about, high value, high functioning, and high vibrational situations. Now, Cam seems to be interchanging these words and not understanding they mean different things. High functioning, meaning you can function at a high level. And her explanation of what that means was perfect to me. You can process information in real time emotionally. That means when a coworker at work and she talking all this yang yang, and if we was in the hood, we would have boot bopped her. But since we at work, you said, go ahead, Miss Blankety Blank. Yeah, go ahead. It's all right. I completely understand. Okay. And you move on, or you go to HR, or you go to your boss respectfully and tell them how you feel about coworker Blankety Blank. That's high functioning. Meaning, I know you got me messed up. And I could show you where you turned wrong at. I could show you where you made the wrong turn at. And give you these paws, give you these hands. But because I'm at work and I'm high functioning, I know I need this job to feed my children. And I don't need no cases right now. I decided to let you have a pass, and I did the necessary high functioning adult steps. That's what high functioning is. What high value is. Value, sounding like valuables. Society valuables, meaning education, money. That's how value. The guys and the girls who got their careers together and they're taking care of themselves and they don't need no one financially speaking to come in and rescue them. High value, high vibrational. And I don't think he understands that these 3 things are different things. Now, I would say Cam, Nick Cannon are both high value. I don't think Cam is high functional. And the reason I don't think so is because he seems to be very uncomfortable with the full explanations that Dr. Brian is giving. He does not like that it's not a 1 or 2 word answer. He doesn't seem to like that she is going against what he says and has a different opinion. I don't think he's used to women telling him that, no, I don't agree, and this is why I don't agree. And he seems to be bothered, flat out bothered by her intelligence, her ability to explain herself, and her ability to disprove his thoughts on what clear. So in conclusion on this story, this is what I want to say to women who aren't Jazzy. And maybe she can hear it and maybe grasp a few things from it, but I'm sure she's heard enough. When you have a man that has money, which is high value, and he's treating you in such a way because he has money, meaning he is the prize and you just the flavor of the week type vibes. When you value yourself, you don't stay with nobody like that. So that just moved me into the next segment, Coaching Chronicles. I want to convey this. This has been on my mind, and I don't know why, about choosing mates. When you choose your partner, whether it be as a marriage or a long-term relationship, pick someone who truly represents who you are and what you want. It is strange to try to force women particularly into these boxes that you guys have. And I say women because most of the time men are taken as is for most women. Most women get a man, and if he the life of the party, he continues to be the life of the party. He's allowed to be the life of the party. If he is quiet and he don't want to come to family events, you ain't seen Uncle Blankety Blank in who knows how long, but he's still Aunt such and such's husband. Most women don't try to force this, but men seems to try to force this. So this is what I taught my son. And I hope he really takes this on because he's so young, but maybe it'll pop in his head one day when he's picking a wife. Get who you want, no matter what anyone else says is right or wrong with that. Pick who you want in its entirety and take that woman as face value, because anything else is silly. On this episode of Echoes of Ebony, I am happy and sad all at the same time. I don't know if you saw, our guy Fat Man Scoop passed away. But he passed away doing what he loved doing. And that's what I'm happy about, because that had to be a scary moment and so horrible for the fans. But when you think about how you would like to die, tell me you wouldn't like to die doing what you love. Tell me that that's not true for you. So I want to say my deepest condolences to Fat Man Scoop's family. As a fan of his energy as well as the music, since I was going to the house parties back in the day, I mean, back in middle school, how could you not like, I think it's technically called Drop It, but I mean, Fat Man Scoop, Punk McClan, Timberland, like, how could you not? That was the jam. Even before You Got Served came out, honey. Even before You Got Served, I was...
Yes, so you come. Timberland, a.k.a. Bill Drummond.
It came out when I was a kid at house parties. Jamming with all the necessary energy to such a song. Baby, it was the jam. Of course, he produced other songs that we all know and love, but that song is on the playlist now. It's never not. When I had a CD, it was on the CD. When I had a mixtape, it was on the mixtape. When I had an now we have iTunes, but when we had the little, what was they called? MP3 players. Yes, it was on there too, because it was a jam. So my deepest condolences to Fat Man Scoop's family. He will be forever loved and missed, and what a legacy to leave behind.